I get it.
Howdy, everybody. We're live. Look who's here. It's Jenny. We're sitting on the floor by the wood stove. Mm-hmm. Is it warm?
It is warm.
It's warm. So today's topic, we're just talking about cooking keto. The whole neighborhood has had to start cooking keto, right, Nighthawk?
Yes.
Yes. Right, Tactical? Gone. Tactical's never here when we start the live stream.
Oh, I don't know who Naked Toes is, but thank you.
Yeah.
I like that name.
That's a funny one.
Naked Toes, yeah. That's a great name.
Quilting. Naked Toes Quilting.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just like the Naked Toes.
So we've pretty much since she got here, we've been doing mostly keto, and we got a little bit more disciplined about it about a month ago.
Yeah.
And there have definitely been health benefits here. She's actually going full carnivore now.
Yes, I am. I'm on day 3.
Yeah.
Is it day 3?
Yes,
yeah, it's day 3.
She was not smiling on day 1. She was smiling by day 2.
Yeah.
Though. Yeah.
Yeah, no, day 1 was pretty rough because I came home and ate. Actually, I ate keto and I ate dairy, and I really think dairy might be an inflammatory for me. So like doing carnivore is a great reset to try to, like at the end of the 30 days, the goal was for me to figure out one vegetable and food item at a time to figure out what is not good for me. So
yeah. But she's lost 3 pounds in 3 days.
Yeah, 3 pounds in 3 days.
Pretty awesome. But so cooking keto, I get a lot of questions, and Jenny gets a lot of questions about how to do it because, like, even hey, Mama Sauce, come say hi. If you can get out the door. Here's the thing. I'm function stacking by drying my laundry by the wood stove. Yeah. Come on in. First of all, what do you think of that sweater? It comes with a hat. So Mama Sauce eats carbs.
That's all I eat.
That's all she
Carbs
eats.
and vegetables and fruits.
So then she comes here and I'm like, yeah, we're cooking keto. And she's like, uh-oh, what do I cook? So it's not an unusual thing because a lot of people plan a meal and it's a steak, rice, mashed potatoes, salad, and maybe some corn.
That's a lot of carbs.
There's a lot of carbs.
There's a lot of carbs.
So it's like, no corn, no rice, no mashed potatoes. I'll have steak and salad. That's actually a totally legitimate keto meal, right? You just have a steak and some salad. Or, a green vegetable like broccoli. I've found that if I am thinking about how do I substitute bread, rice, mashed potatoes, corn, or any other carb-like thing, tortillas, that's the wrong approach. I try to shift my mind away from I need to replace this and just eat more of something else. And I've found that works really well. Although I did use a rice substitute today. We made a fish casserole with leftover fish. And, it was like fish and some onions and some olives and
broccoli.
Well, you're right.
Flour.
You're right. So some other spices. And it needed something like rice or potatoes, right, to be a casserole. And so I took challah rice and put it in there. And it turned out really good, right, guys? I also put the rest of the gravy from Thanksgiving in there, so that might have put it over the top. I have a really good recipe for keto gravy. That gravy wasn't keto today, though. This is leftover from Thanksgiving.
That's okay.
But basically, you make, for you, those of you who've made a pudding with egg, you do that. You beat the egg yolk and then you've heated milk or whatever and you pour it into the egg yolk while stirring it. And you can basically do that with gravy. You heat the stock or the broth and then you whip your eggs and then, slowly drizzle in the stock and it will firm up just like a custard. You're basically making a beef stock custard instead of a cream custard with, a savory flavor instead of a sweet flavor. So, by the way, if you have comments you want me to notice or questions, definitely put them in all caps because then I'll know. I see somebody says asparagus. Yeah, asparagus is good. We just sat here and listed a bunch of stuff we like to eat before Jenny got home.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've determined your child likes everything in the Brassica family and Nighthawk hates everything in the Brassica family. So they're two diametrically opposed people.
That's okay.
Yeah.
One can eat all of it and the other doesn't have to.
Do you have broccoli right now in your freezer?
I do.
See, Lander's gonna have a great day cooking dinner tomorrow. Now that he knows that, because
Yeah.
broccoli was on his list.
There's
Cece says hi,
There's like 8 bags in there.
and hi, Mark and Nancy. I saw you say hi earlier. Hi, Chris. Hi, Brian. Anyway, so for me, cooking keto doesn't seem like a mystery. Eating keto is more like the issue, like staying disciplined. So I've gained, what did I say, 2 pounds or so this week? 3 pounds? I've gained weight this week. I ate carbs on Thanksgiving. I haven't been getting my walk in. And Jenny goes, "Oh no, what did you eat?" And I was like, "Well, cookies." Yeah. So I got into the Christmas cookies earlier this week. We were working really hard and I was like, "I'm going to have cookies." And I had like 5. So that wasn't good. But that is what it is.
Brian's obsessed with green beans
I know.
right now.
I don't know why he is. Why would you be obsessed with green beans, Brian?
Right now.
Right now, of all
June,
times.
July.
Yeah. They aren't fresh out of the garden right now, are
They're
they?
not.
No.
They are keto though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite keto snacks is to take a jalapeno pepper and hollow it out in half and then put a little bit of cream cheese on there and then a slice of bacon on top.
Mhm.
Tactical like those. You want to come in and say hi, Tactical?
Let's trade places,
I
cause
the cream cheese. That's good.
Don't try those.
Yeah, cream cheese would be good. You can't have cream cheese.
No, I can't. Minus the cream cheese, that would be good.
Oh, minus the cream cheese. Sonny, how about you don't go that direction?
All the dogs.
Come here.
Careful.
Even with this awesome new light, we cannot see the black dog.
Really?
So Tactical, what have you been doing this week? Have you
Today
been?
was working on a pig pasture again.
How did you make keto lamb stew?
Piled all of the lamb into a crock pot with what was that, chicken stock?
Yes.
I think it was
Yeah.
chicken stock.
It was a stock of some sort. I think it was a multi-stock, actually.
Yeah, it might have been. And then later added onion, kale, green beans, lots of garlic, salt, pepper, little I can't remember which type of chili powder I used, and then put a couple other things I threw in there.
So basically, it was just lamb and green beans and spices, and it was really good. Just saying. That's keto. I don't know. It's just the funny thing about keto is you get full, and like sometimes I'll forget to eat. But if I eat cookies the night before, like I did last night, I was hungry all day today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a real part of like when you get knocked out of ketosis. That like I find I will get either really hungry or really thirsty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody just asked when Tactical's going to stop working on the pig pasture.
That's his
That was probably
forever.
Brian.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
fun. That's his forever task.
It is his forever task. He loves the pig pasture. It looks a lot better than when he started. A lot of hours have gone into the pairing of these 2 pigs.
Hopefully I'll get that roof on tomorrow.
Yeah. So we have a pig barn. It's kind of cool. Well, we almost have a pig barn.
Like half of a pig barn.
We have half a pig barn. No roof yet. They're going to want the roof, though, because it's going to rain again. Nighthawk, are you going to come in and say hi? He can fit, like, in that spot right there.
Good, right in front of the
that's
stove.
hot.
Mom's looking at that light's not bright enough to light his face up.
Do you need to move?
No, good.
Jenny's shadowing you.
No worries.
Perfect.
What's up, Nighthawk?
Not much.
What'd you get done this week?
I went to go fix a hole in my pump house to keep the rat out. And went, oh, this is in worse shape than I thought. So I'm totally going to have to redo it now.
What do you have to do in the pump house?
Tear down the walls and roof and put new walls and roof on.
Do you have the materials for that?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. I didn't know we were going to rebuild a pump house this year.
Yes, we're rebuilding a pump
Okay.
house. Probably this weekend, once it stops raining.
Okay. Well, at least it didn't freeze.
That's-
Is it just rotten or what happened?
It's just rotten.
It's been around a while. That cabin was built in the mid 1800s, maybe the early 1800s.
Yeah.
So
Pump house is much newer.
the pump house is a little newer than that, but yeah.
It's still just rotten.
Cool. So lots of repairs as usual. The pigs are getting ready to be united as soon as they have a barn. And
Maybe another part of the fence.
No.
yeah. And we
None
keep
of that.
hoping that Brian,
Outside
the
talking.
other Brian, will walk in here with a deer tonight, but that hasn't happened. I don't know, Mom. I think you could fit between these two.
It's hot over there.
Tactical's like, no.
No, we're not doing that.
We do have somebody else who wants to say hi.
Go.
Are you going to come say hi?
Sonny.
Yes.
Come here.
You wanna get down?
You have to get down here. It's a fireside chat. This is Landrick. What are you cooking for dinner tomorrow?
I haven't really decided.
What did you talk about before we started the live stream?
Roast beef.
He wants to do a roast beef, but we don't know if we have one. Do you have one?
I have no idea. I have to look in the freezer.
Jenny has a random collection of meats that a good friend gave to her,
Mm-hmm.
and we're not sure what's in it. But if you don't, I might have a roast beef, and we have a cow arriving next week,
Okay,
so we
awesome.
should totally use up the beef. So we'll see if there's a roast there.
And broccoli, right? You want beef and broccoli?
Mm-hmm.
You know the other. What's the other side dish you wanted to make?
Baked sweet potatoes.
How do you make a baked sweet potato? Mama Sauce told you how.
Wash.
Yeah.
Stab with a fork.
Wait. How do you do it when you stab with the fork? Do you go? Ah! Yeah. And then what?
Sorry.
And don't hit Nighthawk. And then what? Bake it.
Bake it
Yeah.
for 45 minutes. Take it out.
At what temperature?
You never.
50.
350.
300,050.
And then turn off the baking and just leave it in the oven.
Yep.
Leave it.
And then we talked about an alternative way, remember? Where you cut it up first and you make French fry shapes.
Yeah.
So he has to decide which one of those he's doing tomorrow.
French fry shape.
Now, how do we do a keto roast beef? You put it in the pot without putting a bunch of potatoes around it. And that's a keto roast beef, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you forgot the potatoes.
Do you want potatoes tomorrow?
I like potatoes.
I have way too many potatoes here.
So do I.
You need to be eating potatoes. Mine are starting to get legs.
So are mine.
3,050. Yes, Chris, that's exactly what he said. So that's the news from the Holler as far as keto. You did a keto consult with somebody, didn't you?
Yeah, I talked to a community member about meal prep because I feel like doing meal prep is like one of the things that you can do to be the most successful at keto, because especially in the beginning, because you want a snack and then because you're withdrawing from all the things. And so like having things that you can reach for that fit into that lifestyle change, not diet, lifestyle change.
It is a lifestyle change.
And like, yeah, so having things available to you to just have on hand so that you can not do that. Yeah. Meal prep is awesome. Like no matter what diet you're using, meal prep is awesome. But
one of the things I like to do on Sunday afternoon when I have my stuff together, which is not every Sunday afternoon, is cook a lot of bacon and hard boil eggs.
yeah.
Like for me, those two things are, I'll be like, oh, I'm so hungry. I need to eat something right now. And I'll grab a hard boiled egg and I'll go thunk, and then I'm fine.
Yeah.
And then it lasts for a really long time.
Yeah.
Other
I don't
people
like
find
cold
them
bacon,
dry.
though.
Huh?
I'm not a fan of cold bacon.
Oh, yeah, I can eat cold
Yeah.
bacon.
I mean, I can eat it and it's fine. I just,
You don't
it's
like
not my
it?
favorite way to eat it.
Oh.
I like it hot.
Bacon.
She likes her bacon
I
hot.
like my bacon hot.
Just so you know.
Cold bacon tastes really good on a sandwich.
Tactical,
Yes.
you're being paged. You need to like at least put your head in upside down.
Yeah.
There's Tactical, Don. We haven't killed him yet. Yeah, so I don't know. What else do you do for meal prep? Like getting dinners ready or?
Sometimes that is prepping freezer meals. But I find that when I'm doing keto, I eat things more like, so it will be important for me to have things like celery sticks and like maybe some sort of tuna salad or pimento cheese, even like little, because I eat less when I'm eating keto.
Mhm.
Like that first little bit, you eat quite a bit and then your appetite starts declining. And so you just eat less. So for me, it's easier to have snackish kind of things. Plus, I really like charcuterie, and you can totally do
Yeah.
that keto.
We talked about
So-
doing charcuterie for dinner tomorrow night,
Yeah.
but I think the pot roast is interesting.
I might try this.
I
might
don't
do charcuterie.
So for keto baking, I like, so erythritol or monk fruit is fermented fruit. That's what it's from. I don't like stevia because stevia gives me anxiety, and I don't use anything that's like artificial. So that's generally what I use for baking. And I actually didn't do fat bombs at all during any of my keto.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
Um,
We do peanut butter spoon. Like that's what we would do is you just get a spoon of peanut butter and eat it. And like I get the peanut butter that's got like the oil on top that you have to mix it up. So like if I felt like I needed extra fat, we just did peanut butter spoon.
I will admit I did something the other day with chicken.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of chicken left
Mhm.
over from a chicken meal. And I had a skillet with bacon grease from the bacon that morning. And I took the chicken
Oh, yum.
and I went thunk, and I ate it with bacon grease on it.
That sounds good.
My mom is dying right now. She's over there going, that's the look on her face. And it mine just is like a younger version of her face. So it pretty much looks like that, only a little bit older. And yeah, she didn't like that, but it was really tasty. And it made the chicken less dry. Yeah. So another thing on the keto baking, Chris, that I talked about it on my podcast, but that pan bread I made for the dressing was amazing. And it has 7 carbs per serving. So it's not like you can just eat a whole pan of that, but it is lower carb, and it's basically eggs, almond flour, baking powder, and cheese and salt.
Yeah. It was good bread.
It was really like
Yeah.
the consistency was nice, and you know the dressing was a little drier than I'd like. I think I would put more broth in it next time, but in fact, I have the leftover dressing in the freezer for a future date. But it was like if we just wanted something that felt like bread, that would be a good bread alternative. But at the same time, I find if I start replacing a bunch of sweets with keto treats, then I gain weight. So
yeah.
you have to be careful with that if you're doing it for weight loss.
Yeah, I find sweeteners like people will go buy the keto bars and stuff too. Like those
Yeah.
things will legitimately plateau your progress. Like you can't enter it with thinking that you're going to eat the same way and just replace it with what you would consider a healthier version. Like you have to change your mindset about all of it. And like I feel like we mostly go for like wholer foods. Or more whole foods, whatever, however.
I knew what you
say
meant.
that. Yeah.
Polar.
I hope you guys knew what I meant. But anyway, so like replacement things like, for example, rice. We use cauliflower rice as a replacement, but like that's not a bad thing at all. Like, but you can't have keto fried chicken every day and have like good outcomes with that. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Keto fried chicken's good. Mark says Nancy makes a great creamed buffalo chicken, good in celery for
Ooh,
on
I
the
might have
road
to
lunch and snacks. Yeah, we could. We need more recipes.
Yeah.
We've been starting to put together a bit of a keto book, like when we try a recipe and like it, but we kind of lost momentum on that.
Yeah.
The last few weeks have been a little busy.
Last
2 months.
2 months, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really busy. So we've been, we kind of dropped the ball. I still have them in a binder though, so we'll get there.
Yeah.
Keto chips. Oh yeah, Dawn made really good keto corn chip replacements.
Yeah.
I don't remember how she made them, but
Send in your recipe, Dawn.
send in your recipe for the Living Free in Tennessee keto cookbook that we're putting together. Mom's wincing in the corner.
I do make cheese chips.
So Mama Sauce, has the holler changed since last time you were here?
Yeah.
How's it changed?
It's organized. The house itself is more open. The roasting shed.
The roasting shed. Come closer so they can
gorgeous.
hear you.
Oh, you can just, it's real crowded.
No, come closer so they can hear you, though.
Thanks, Don.
You don't have to come back here. You can just sit right there.
The roasting shed is gorgeous. I love working in it. I keep trying to get Nicole to go out earlier and earlier in the morning so I can work in it more.
That hasn't been going well for her this week because I keep oversleeping. But I tend to work in the shed kind of late this week. It's been like this weird shift, except for today. I'm caught up on orders, guys. Yay! Except for this weekend, I have a whole bunch of don't mail till Christmas orders in a stack like that high. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
But we will see. The Coffee Cabana. No, I always call it the Roasting Shack. I know Coffee Cabana is a nice alliteration, but
It's so over.
it's the shack. Where did Eric settle?
Has he moved?
He hasn't moved yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Eric is on this, he may let us know what he's decided, but
Yeah.
I do think he's coming to Tennessee around the first of the year. So,
Yeah.
mhm.
I thought it might be sometime this month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll probably get a text
Between now and
message if
then.
he needs to like crash here on the way through, right?
Yeah.
Right, Eric? Do you need more fires? Dawn, I always need fire starters. I saw your husband this morning, by the way. He was passing through. He drank coffee, talked to all of us.
Nobody told me.
It was, well, were you going to come down here at 7:30 in the morning?
Probably not.
Right. Right. Originally, he was scheduled to come at 1. He came earlier. We knew he was coming earlier. And then this morning, I totally overslept. Like, way overslept. And I think yesterday morning I did too. So I woke up right as he got here, not even knowing he was here. And I turned on the coffee maker, looked outside, and I'm like, well, that's Sean's vehicle. And I said, Sean's here. And I walked to the door and he was at the door. And I'm in my PJs, but he was fine. Anyway.
Jackie wants to know how the Holler dollars coming along.
How are the Holler dollars coming along?
We haven't really.
We're really good at saying Holler dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can pronounce it.
We can pronounce it. We haven't figured out how we're doing it. We're supposed to be writing down the hours she put in working on a corporate order, though.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to give you some coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a Holler dollar
That
exchange,
is-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to get better at that. As I said, we haven't had a lot of time to think about it. We need to do the SWOT analysis too,
Yeah.
which we haven't done yet. So otherwise it's just me doing the SWOT analysis.
Do we need to have a meeting again then do you want to have one on Sunday?
We'll see.
Okay.
Maybe not till the next Sunday because of roasting season.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's going to be gone for part of the day getting a big round of hay on Saturday.
Okay.
What fire department shirt does he have on?
It's the department that I used to volunteer with when I lived up in Pennsylvania.
Wait, why aren't you volunteering here?
I haven't got that far yet.
Oh, okay. How many years have you been here?
3.
That is what it is. Any other questions about keto or anything else? Once you print a Holler dollar, I want one. I think they're going to be a digital currency. You want to make coins?
We should make something.
If only I knew somebody who's watching this live stream who knows how to make silver coins. If only I knew somebody who was watching this live stream who still hasn't commented yet, but I know you're there. I saw you. You made an elf joke. Hey, Hunter, how's it going? By the way, guys, if you haven't followed the channel yet, help me get to 1,000 because I'm like the end is near, but this last like 100 or so have been a slog. So help me get there. Ask your friends to follow it. What else? 3D printer. My 3D printer's on the way. We haven't talked about it as a group yet. Do I use almond bake? Yes, I used almond flour in the pan bread. I know Jenny uses it for baking.
And coconut flour too.
We don't feed it to that one.
No.
We
That
just
would be
give them
bad.
carbs.
We don't even feed this one. Actually, he's allergic to everything.
Everything.
Not everything.
Almost everything.
What do you eat?
Well, he's not allergic to the things I am allergic to. That's
Yeah.
how that works. But yeah, the almond flour is good. Sorghum flour is good, but I don't know the carb count on it. But that's a good gluten-free
Yeah.
alternative.
Yeah.
What's your absolute favorite keto dish? Bacon. How about you?
Oh, I don't know.
Bacon's pretty good.
Bacon is pretty good.
Mhm.
Top bacon.
I like steak.
I like
though.
steak a lot
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
I
What-
ate both of those things today.
What soup to make using turkey broth? Okay, so do you need it to be keto? I'm going to assume you want a keto turkey soup. So what can we put in there? We can put green beans. You can put celery.
Mhm.
You can put green onions instead of onions to keep your carbs down. And garlic. You could put a few tomatoes in, which would make it kind of nice. And at that point, I might pair it with lemon or vinegar to make it sort of a tart
Yeah.
thing. And then I'm missing something. Turkey. Definitely put turkey in that.
Yeah.
If you don't feel like there's enough chunks in there yet, you can do something like put a broccoli or cauliflower in it.
Kale or spinach.
Kale or
too.
spinach. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, Swiss chard would be really
Yeah.
yummy in that. So that's what I do. And then I don't thicken them. I just totally
Let it be.
accept that it's going to be, is what it is. You could, and I think I saw a hat that you like carrots. You can put like one carrot in the whole stew. And if it's a big stew, then you won't be getting very many carrots per bowl, but you'll have that one little thing. It's because root vegetables have a lot of carbs. So yeah. What's Landrick's favorite keto meal?
Landrick, what's your favorite keto meal?
While he thinks about that, Mama Sauce has something to say.
You could make a Greek chicken soup. Chicken and lemon soup.
Greek chicken and lemon
Ooh,
soup
yes.
with caller
With
rice instead of rice.
Turkey broth and caller rice.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. Have you tried shirataki noodles? No, I
Yeah,
have not.
I have, and they were disgusting. I just want you to know, if you want a noodle alternative, get palmini noodles. They are fantastic. You have to soak them in milk because they're packed in like vinegar. You have to soak them in milk, and then you drain them and rinse them off. But they are the closest noodle alternative outside of like zoodles that I've had that I've really enjoyed.
How much starch comes out if I put potatoes in soup? I'm keto. The family is not. And I just missed one. I need to scroll up. Can I scroll up? Yes. Oh, yeah. Hat said that her turkey tastes gamey. Is that a thing?
Is it a wild turkey?
Well, remember that broth
Yeah.
that we took the fat off the top and then it didn't taste so gamey just this week?
Was that a gamey taste?
Yeah.
How long did you cook it? Because I cooked mine for 48 hours and it had a weird charred taste, like CHARRED, not CHARD. And we put it in the fridge and skimmed the fat off the top and that went away. So there was something in the fat for that one, which is unusual. But I thought it was because I cooked it so long and some of the vegetables because I had asparagus ends and things in there. So have you decided on your favorite keto meal? What is it?
Fake fried chicken. You can ask her page. She made it once.
How do you make fake fried chicken?
You bread it in pork rinds and seasoning and then bake it.
Cool.
Yeah, that's it.
What keto Christmas dinner are we having?
I will still be doing carnivore, so I'm having steak probably.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What about bacon? And
And I'll have steak wrapped in bacon with probably duck eggs on top. Maybe some fish too. I don't know. I haven't had any light meats yet.
We might do a venison roast for Christmas
That would be good.
if I'm here. I'm not supposed to for Christmas though,
What about
so we'll see how that goes. Huh?
Okay, so the potato thing. I think Hunter had a question.
Oh
about
yeah,
potatoes.
the potato thing.
For me, I always prepared those things separately, and like I would make the keto version, and then anybody not keto can add those things in, versus me
Cooking it
cooking
with it in there.
there and having to pick it out. Like I just never risked the starch load from that.
Yeah. And it is going to seep starch out of the potato. So
Yeah.
if you're watching your carbs that closely, I would do what she just said and that like pre-cook, parboil them on the side, and you can add them to the stew or pour the stew over a baked potato. That's really good.
Yeah, depending on how technical you want to get there, if you cut them up and soak them in water
Yeah.
and rinse them a couple times until the water is clear, will remove some of the starch too.
Yeah. That's the point. You put them in the stew, it'll release it into the stew. My dog is sneezing. You should name a rib roast. Make. I was like, what should I name it?
We're having to start.
We're having Harold. Yeah, a rib roast would be good. We have lamb too that we need to use up. So, and I thought I had a leg of lamb in there, but I don't.
No.
I'm very confused because supposedly I picked up 2 lambs for my friend, and I brought her a leg and some steaks. And what is left in my freezer are some steaks
Yeah.
and some ground.
Is it in the stuff that's at my house?
No,
Is your stuff back over here?
no, I'd like it back over
Okay.
here though. We'll work on that tomorrow.
Okay.
But so I'm not sure we got both lambs. I feel like I had 1 lamb in my freezer, so I need to touch base with her on that because it's either that or they cut up they cut up legs of lamb. Usually a lamb comes with 2 of those back legs. So good. That would make a really good Christmas dinner. That's why I was thinking about it. So, yep, lamb is great. We are not eating ducks for Christmas.
Oh, come on.
I've got 3 turkeys. Like we could do a turkey too, but I've still got turkey in the freezer from Thanksgiving, so we may trot that back out next week.
You've had 2 recently.
No, just one.
Oh, none for Thanksgiving.
I had 1 for Thanksgiving.
What about that older one that went bad? And never mind. I'll ask you offline.
I don't know what that is. That was chicken.
Oh,
I had chicken go bad in my fridge because I forgot about it. It was rotisserie chicken meat from Sam's Club. That's what that was. That was that night I went straight to the psychologist and I get home till like 8 and I was like, I'm bringing rotisserie chicken home. Rawr, rawr, rawr. And then I pulled it off the bones to have it on salads all week and then we didn't. And then it got pushed to the back of the fridge. Yeah. That stuff smelled really bad when it came out.
Yeah.
I hate it when I do that. Yeah.
I think Cece likes me.
I think she likes you too. Look at this dog. That's a really happy dog. What is the most scummy keto dessert to make after the main meal? I don't know what that means.
Define scummy.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe he means yummy.
I don't know.
I don't usually.
It's jaggy, so.
I know. You never know. He might have like a weird Scottish word.
don't usually have.
She
dessert.
made
Keto,
keto cheesecake
Yeah, the
for-
keto cheesecake was good.
it was good.
Yeah. But that's what I ate after I came home
Yeah.
for my weekend. Like after eating carnivore. Like I think that's why I think dairy is the problem.
Yeah. Could
Yeah.
be.
My joints inflamed like super bad after that. Yeah.
It's either that or it's monk fruit.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be that too. I actually have made cheesecake with no sweetener. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
If you like cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I like cheese.
I like cheese.
So, scummy means gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Okay.
He meant scrumptious or something. Scummy. Scummy does not mean that here.
No.
No, it means the opposite of that.
Mm-hmm.
Pond scum.
Pond scum. Yeah. Made a cheesecake with cashews, no dairy. Yep. Cheeses with nuts, but you cannot feed them to Nighthawk.
Can't be
You can't
cheese
eat
to my
anything.
hawk either.
Erythritol is great in cheesecake, says
Yes.
Samantha. You also can't feed cheesecake to Nighthawk, so there's no point in going dairy-free for him with nuts, which he also can't eat. He can't eat anything. I don't know how he lives, actually.
Ramen and applesauce.
He had a lot of applesauce this week, I think. But
He came and ate lentil soup. I made him lentil soup.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a huge jar of it in my fridge still, I guess, unless it got brought over here.
No, they didn't bring the leftovers over. They arrived and I was like, did you bring the leftovers? And they looked at me like, where would I find those?
Yeah.
Where would one find leftovers at your house, Jenny? Like maybe, I don't know, in
Bathroom.
the fridge? Bathroom.
Bathroom.
I named my cheesecake. She makes her cheesecake crust with coconut. When Samantha types make, it comes out name for some reason today. Coconut flour, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I used almond flour in mine. I would like to try it with coconut flour.
Wait. Mama Sauce, Otto Fab just said he thought we were all dressing up for Christmas. Come back in and show him your sweater.
Was he not here?
He was not here.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me when I'm on the screen because I don't know what.
You're on screen. Well, your butt's on screen. Mama Sauce is dressed up for Christmas. What do you think? She's been an elf all day long. She was a coffee elf today.
Yep.
She took the coffee bags and she put them in the shipping bags today and got them ready to go to the mail. It was good times, wasn't it?
It was.
She also redid like all of the graphics on the homepage of hollerroast.com. So definitely check that out because she did some really nice looking sliders. She was here going, oh, I want this one thing. She was looking like for a whiskey barrel and something else that would work well together for Jack's Bourbon Cool. It looks pretty good. Tactical and Nighthawk, they say they want you to have sweaters that match Mama Sauce.
Elf number 2 and elf number 3.
Yeah.
I hear nothing.
I hear it. I just don't care.
They're not very talkative tonight. Okay, guys, thanks for joining the live stream. I don't know what our topic will be in 2 weeks, but I'm sure we'll think of something. Make it a great week. And